You're all early. Not many people in this chat tonight, but that's because it's not the strip and I'm not filming naughty things. I don't know. My name is Steven. Hopefully you like my new lighting setup. My wife is pretty much a genius with this stuff, so she helped me with it. The plan is to drink until the hangover, but when the pain's gone, I don't know. That's a Kanye West lyric. Oh wait, the plan is to drink until the pain's over, but something about a hangover. I don't even know. But anyways, the plan is to move the camera into the middle, but I really need to have a better tripod and some other things, and I need to clean what's behind me. So we're early. You're all early. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, and I'm on camera. Can I get a mic check? Mic check 1, 2, 3. Dell just got a notification. I notified people a little bit early. The real deal with fear and control in Las Vegas. That might be interesting to some. Steve, I have renamed the CV the Inky Dinky. Well, you put your left foot in. Wait, that's a hokey pokey. Sorry, I missed it there. So I don't know how many people are in the chat because for whatever reason, it's not updating me as to how many viewers I have. So if I refresh the page and I go through the whole hokey pokiness of it all, it'll say that I have more than 26, I'm guessing. Look at that. There's 102 people in the chat. But YouTube is broken beyond repair. A product worth billions of dollars, the biggest video platform on the planet, can't get their live streams right. How's it going, everybody? Whoa, Lauren Gordon is awesome. Hello, why is everyone so scared? Because of the fear of the unknown. That's the fear of the unknown, my friend. We don't know what's going on. I don't know how many people are in my chat. I have no way of telling. And we don't know what's going on with a virus that can cripple people and destroy lives and rip them apart. And it's a scary thing. We were fear and we were control, and it was what it was. And we're going to talk about how Las Vegas and other marketing places and how other places on the planet use fear to control you. And guess what? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a black cat right there. He's going to make an appearance on the camera. I have to yell because I'm on the side of the camera. But give a thumbs up because the black cat is trapped in here right now. And I can change the settings on this camera. I can probably on this microphone, and I think it's better now that I can go to the side of it on each side. Anyways, Ontario is here. Kevin Kinte in the Grove, or in the Groove. Yeah, there's lots of groves of trees up in northern Ontario, so for all I know, that's what it is. But anyways, Ed Whalen. Yes, we'll go Ed Whalen. Hello, hockey fans. If you're not from Calgary, you don't understand what I just said. He was a prolific broadcaster for the Calgary Flames. Very first ever that called hockey games for that team. And when he died, they dedicated the broadcast booth where the Flames NHL hockey team, National Hockey League, plays, the Ed Whalen broadcast booth. So salute, and here's a water drink to Ed Whalen. Austin, Texas is in here. 661 in the house. That's the 661 because I know there's not 661 viewers yet. Maybe we'll get there, but thank you so much for all of you guys being here today. My thing says there's 102 of you, so I have no idea because it's not automatically updating. It's broken tonight. So we talk about the real deal with fear and control in Las Vegas. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. It seems like a million years ago. I don't even remember what I did my video on today. Oh yeah, it was buffets. Buffets. Oh my gosh. The fear of missing out, not getting your buffet on while you're here in Las Vegas. That's a fear that I can appreciate. My wife will be very upset when I tell her that the buffets may not coming back. But how does Vegas... Whoa, Eric, Canadian Gold Boy Gray. Guess who's back? Back again. Eric's back. And he's gray. Okay, so butcher all the hip-hop classics. Sean Slack, I haven't seen you in the chat for a while. Maybe you've been lurking, Sean. Steven, I heard today. Thanks, Sean Slack. Don't know how many times, a whole bunch of times, because it still says there's only 102 people here. And also thank Eric 102 times. Steven, I heard today that casinos were testing all staff for the C19. They certainly are. Yeah, all the staff are being tested for C19. I understand why. I mean, if I'm a casino, I don't want my employees coming to work sick. But, you know, they have done 100,000 tests or some ridiculous number. Well, it doesn't matter how many tests they did. The important thing is that in the state of Nevada, they did tens of thousands of tests. I think it was 100,000. It was on the Review Journal today. And 1.75% of those came back positive. 1.75%. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't be scared for things. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be cautious for things. But the truth with fear and control in Las Vegas, when you come to Vegas, you're not supposed to have any fear. This city is supposed to be a playground for adults, a playground for people over the age of 21 to come in and do crazy, amazing things and have a great time and go back home with stories to tell. At least that's the way it used to be. And then they got rid of the what happens here stays here. Now it's only Vegas, which is kind of ridiculous for a number of reasons that I won't get into. Now, when you come to Las Vegas, you're supposed to feel liberated. You're supposed to feel completely free. The truth of the matter is, and I'm using an old tripod, I got a magic Harry Potter wand here. The truth of the matter is, Vegas is one of the most controlled cities in the entire world. Everything is under video surveillance. When you go to the Strip, you look up at the Bellagio crosswalk that goes from Planet Hollywood over to the Bellagio, and you see no less than 8 cameras staring at every single intersection. But it's a control that is controlled. And it's a good thing that it's controlled, and it doesn't impose fear on people. But now we have the fear of CV-19. We have the fear of people getting sick while they're here. We have the people of coming in and what if I had some person email me, and I might do a whole video on it, and you tell me, give me some likes if I should do. I can't see how many likes in real time. I can't even see how many people are here. I had somebody that said they're coming to Las Vegas and they're afraid because their relatives are shaming them for going to Vegas. Now, he's a dealer in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And he said he wants to come out to Vegas to see how the industry in Vegas is going to handle C-19, because the way he sees it, everything will go the way of Las Vegas. And I think that he's completely right. And I think that it's really tough when your family puts the fear on you for coming to Las Vegas. What do you think? You're going to Vegas. You're going to come back. You're going to get sick. You're going to infect all of us. Well, guess what, folks? You could get infected by going to the grocery store and picking up a bag of Cheetos and then scratching your nose. It's just a reality that we have to live in, but it's the same reality we've lived in for a long time. So why is there more fear being enacted on people than normal? That's a good question, too. And I will tell you right now that YouTube Studio is acting a little weird. I have no idea if I'm even still streaming. Look at that, 305 people in the house. And I saw a super chat by Margarita Gonzalez and also Vegas Mooch. And thank you guys for that. That is very generous of you. So why is there so much fear happening right now? I don't know. It's a fear of the unknown. It's a fear of everything, but it enacts control on people. Look, the fear of things is giving the Planet Hollywood the ability to go ahead with a non-smoking statute from here on in. Just the Planet Hollywood, not all the casinos. Now, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. The capitalist market that we live in will tell if it's a good or a bad thing. But that's something that we got to by people being afraid of something that we don't fully understand. So we don't fully understand it. We don't know if it's going to be the same deal. We don't know if it's going to be the same thing. And if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And who knows, right? So I don't know. It's really tough. So I can actually see kind of how many people are watching by going to the analytics tab, but it's still broken and not telling me how many people are here. So that's fine. So the real deal with fear and control in Las Vegas is that you're never supposed to have fear in Las Vegas. It's supposed to be a beautiful place where you come and you get some beautiful fun and you get some beautiful relaxation and entertainment, and then you go back home and you had a great time, and at the end of it all you have a story to tell. The truth is, Vegas is controlling every single little aspect of everything that happens on the casino floors at all times, everywhere at all times. And the reason it has to do that is because it has to have some semblance of normalcy while you're here, so things don't get completely out of hand, right? So that's what's interesting to me. But you tell me, have you ever been afraid in Las Vegas? Have you ever had an experience in Las Vegas that just kind of wigged you out to the point where you didn't think you'd want to come back here again, or you wouldn't go down that side street again? You tell me. We can talk right now in the comments. Sugarbutt Williams is here. Hey, Sugarbutt. Hi, Evan's mom. Okerlund, Big Iron, David Del Prince, GS is here. Evan's mom has already been called out. 69, Camaro. Yes, paranoia will destroy you. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. Fox 5 is reporting from Golden Corral this morning at Lamb. They are open. So the Golden Corral is open. So when you guys come here, all you have to do is go to Charleston and Lamb and take a $20 Uber ride off the Strip and a $20 Uber ride back. And then you can simulate the amount of money you would have spent on a real buffet in Las Vegas. Not throwing shade at Golden Corral, but I'm not such one for those small little Golden Corral style buffets. I like the big buffets. I am not afraid of going to a buffet. I did my independent research. This stuff seems to be destroyed by stomach acids. It doesn't bother me that much, but it bothers enough people that they're possibly never going to go to a buffet. There's nothing that would keep me away. Never had fear. Want to come to zero restrictions. Thanks, Paul. When the mob ran Las Vegas, everyone was on their best behavior. Yes, then there was fear. But was there a lot of fear? Because if you were coming in as a regular person, did you even know that the mob was running it at the time? Did most pedestrians, most John and Jane Does coming to Las Vegas back in the day even know that there was anything going on with the mafia behind the scenes? Maybe they saw it in the newspaper, but they thought that wouldn't affect us. 327 people should like this live stream. We'll see if it goes any higher. Thought you might like to know. I had a room at the Mirage from June 8th to 12th. Got an email that they were... You might have emailed me, Mark. You might have texted me because I got that message from some other folks. The casinos are moving people around. You book a room at the Mirage, you get an upgrade to the Bellagio. It's free upgrade days in Las Vegas because they have to put you somewhere and the Bellagio looks like it'll be open. Out of 7,000 tests done on Boyd employees, over 700 came out positive, Infinity says. That's interesting because on the cover of the Review Journal today was talking about the amount of tests that were done that came back positive. And it seems like maybe the casino industry is completely slammed with this. I'm going to find the article right now if I can, and I'm going to read it to you guys so you can hear some news from the forefront. If you ever want to read the Las Vegas Review Journal, you totally can. Summerlin Nursing Home reports, that's terrible. Let's see here. Nevada reports first positive corona test case among state's prisoners. Ouch, that hurts. Allegiant Stadium shows progress. Let's find it. Younger gamblers expected to lead the charge back to Las Vegas. And of course, we also have the buffets are going away. Oh my God. Yeah, well, I don't think so. But that's what they voted and that's what they said. Let's see, local right here. Find some local news right here and we can find that. McCarran is all in on the safety of those traveling in and out of Las Vegas, except for the fact that they're going to sell you face masks instead of giving them to you for free. Isn't that interesting? So we were looking at it, and I can't find it right now, but they did over, I think, 10,000 tests, and 1.75% of those tests actually came back as positive. Whoa, Irish Dave. VP is only opening the Venetian Tower when they reopen. Have you heard if they're opening both casinos or just the Venetian Casino? That's a good question. Maybe I'll call and find out if I have time to do that and ask them, which way are you going to go? Are you going to go both ways? Or that's a Lenny Kravitz song about going my way. So that's a good question. I believe that they probably would just open one casino floor, but it's a possibility that they could open both. I'm not really sure. And thank you, Irish Dave. I don't have a live count, but my last count says 388 thank yous to Irish Dave. That is much appreciated, and I cannot see who has been generous enough to super chat me with the exception of Vegas Mooch. YouTube is definitely broken today. It's broken and it's not getting better. I think buffets may morph into a cafeteria style. We'll see how that goes. Again, it comes to the people going into the buffet versus the amount of food they have to buy versus the actual employees that have to work the buffet. I need some barbecue bad. Aggie, we eat barbecue all the time here at the home base. My wife is a barbecue chef galore. 396 now. That is cool. Hi, Connie is here. Connie's in the house. Connie's a super fan. Mark's a super fan. Paul's a super fan. Kiwi hasn't been here forever. Where have you been, my Kiwi friend? Are you in Australia or are you in New Zealand? And I hope you're doing well. Kiwi NZ is a long time viewer. Has been watching me since maybe my very first live stream way back in June or July of last year. They will still have they still have lounge singers. I don't know about live entertainment. I have no idea if live entertainment's coming back anytime soon. Cousin Eddie, give me some of the blue and don't get skimpy on me. That's, you know, I went down near the Vegas sign and I remember they filmed that scene in that casino. I can't remember what it was. It was like the Pioneer or something like that. The old one down there. It's gone now, but that was Vegas Vacation. Bring back the automat. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a thing to do with cars? Are the casinos now included in phase 3? Been hearing that today. I don't know where you heard that, Steve. If I hear that, I'll report it as a rumor. I also have another rumor. The other rumor is that Evening Stephen 426 says, and Johnny Hyun, I don't want to say it wrong, says $150. Not sure what that's about. The other rumor is that the casino at MGM is opening on June 4th. Now, this was something that was texted to me, said his casino host told it to him. I don't know if that's going to happen. That might happen. That might not happen. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So I'm not telling you it's the gospel truth. It's not the same as when my source tells me something and I know it's probably 100% right, but that's what it is. Thank you for all the information, my friend. You're working your butt off. Thank you, Charlie Smith. I appreciate it. Harold, I just gave you verifiable facts. Not sure what Brian's talking about. Wearing a mask causes more health problems than not. Well, that is what it is. They just space people apart to bring back the shows? I need to see the love show bad. Yeah, they can, but Okerlund is in the house. Thank you, Okerlund. 388 likes, but it's probably more than that because I can't see my live stats because of YouTube tonight. Well, here, you guys want to know my take on the shows? I need likes, and I can't see my likes increase. So give me a bunch of likes, and I'll tell you why the shows just can't come back with social spacing and social distancing. And also, there's a hostile takeover of Cirque du Soleil happening. Social dumbassing is a joke, Brian says. Well, a lot of us think that too. Apparently, there was only 2 small studies done on whether or not 6 feet helps, but they say that air particles only go 6 feet. I don't know if that's true. But we can tell you about Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil will be bankrupt before you know it. There's some fear on Cirque du Soleil's fact. Automatic self-service food vending. Yeah, you can just go to the self-service food vendor. I don't know how much they would have to restock that. But at the same time, I'm only going to go to an hour tonight. I'm just telling you guys that right now. I have dinner waiting for me, and I have to do a website for my wife's face masks. Video is not in focus. I'm sorry if it's not in focus. It looks in focus to me. I'm looking at my video. It might be a little bit hazy because I have my white balance cranked up. But thank you guys. So if we get some likes, I'll tell you. I'll just tell you anyways. The reason you can't just open a show with every other seat or every other row, so the way you'd have to do it is simple. You'd have to basically have row, let's say they go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You'd have to have rows A, C, G, I, and so on and so forth with people. And then you'd have to space those people out at every other seat. Now, first of all, theaters are a largely communal thing. And secondly, oh, Sean Slack hit me up. Thank you, Sean Slack. Thanks, Sean Slack. What looks like 388 times, but it might be, more than that. I don't know. My live count is not working. It's very annoying to me. Why they can't do that is because the theaters are set out. They have a contract. They say, how many seats can you fill? They say we can fill 500 seats a night. How much is average ticket price? The average ticket price is this much per night. You multiply how many seats they're going to fill by the average ticket price. You make your money back on the production of the show. They will do the show at a loss if they can only fit 50% in the theater and if they only have 20% of the people coming here. So it doesn't make any sense for them to do the shows when they can stop the shows. But Cirque is in huge amounts of trouble right now. A company who gave them a massive loan years ago is trying to buy back their debt and buy back the company and basically take control of Cirque du Soleil or force Cirque du Soleil to go into bankruptcy. And if Cirque goes into bankruptcy, they'll just come on in and buy the company up out of bankruptcy. And that's a bummer. I hate to see Cirque du Soleil having financial troubles. But at the same time, Cirque du Soleil has been basically gouging people for some of their shows. Not all of their shows, but some of their shows for a very long time. You give me a reason why it's $150 to go to the Michael Jackson 1 show. It makes 0 sense to me whatsoever. So it doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is. And Cirque du Soleil is a premium brand in a market that may not be cohesive to a premium quality content right now. And if they don't have the premium quality content to give to the premium people, then there's not enough people to come in that'll pay the premium. I said premium way too many times. So here's what it is, right? You can make $300 pair of Nike Airs, but if nobody can afford them, and you have a contract that says you make this many pairs of shoes, and you have to sell this many pairs of shoes at that price to make your money back, but nobody's buying them, you just shot your profit margins all to hell, if that makes sense. Dr. Theresa Tam for president. I'm not sure what she is all about, but maybe we should all look into her. Do the Golden Knights play the Calgary Flames? All the time. I think they play 4 or 6 times a year. They play 3 at home and 3 away. How will they sit for the Raiders? I don't think they're going to have people in the stadiums this fall. That's right, I said it. I think that for the first little while, if they have to seat people for football games, they'll try to seat them all in the lower bowls, so there won't be any nosebleed tickets whatsoever. And I think they're going to have to be very careful on that. I think the NFL is banking on TV viewing and TV contracts and people sitting at home and streaming to really get their money back. But I don't know. I think the NFL has too much at stake to cancel the season because the NFL is now the king of the hill. But if the NHL and the NBA come back and they play a season all the way through the summer into the fall, it's a big problem for them. Whoa, Paul! Subway versus buffet. This year I'll pick Subway. Subway has the buy one footlong, get one for free deal right now. You can use the mobile app. When you create an account, you can just reorder the same thing on autopilot. I did that a couple of times this week. You just go in and they give you your food and you're like, okay, please don't touch me or breathe on me. Then you leave because you're full of fear. No, I'm not full of fear. I wish I could eat in the restaurants once in a while. It'd be nice to not be in the office. I eat literally in front of my computer. Stop obeying de facto unconstitutional orders from Satan worship. Whoa, Brian. I agree they're shill politicians, but I don't know about that last part. We have to assume that people aren't that evil. But anyways, Jersey Mike's is better, Ron says, but there's not one near my house, and I don't get the deal, and I'm a cheapskate. What can I tell you? Salinas, California, Albert Alvarado, one of my high-end patrons, is here. Thank you, Albert, for pitching in. That helps more than you know. Canceling buffets is the biggest mistake if they want people to come back. Well, did you guys watch my video today? Say yes if you watched my video. Maybe give me a thumbs up. Subway has more restaurants. Yeah, Jersey Mike's isn't everywhere. But if you guys watched my video today, it was incredibly insulting what that UNLV guy from the Research Institute said. It's not 95 anymore. Come on. It's not 95 anymore. I can tell you right now, it's not 1995 anymore, but people love the buffets. So to throw that insult to them and say we went upscale where? Have you ever been to the Treasure Island and gone to Gillies and seen women riding the mechanical horse? Whoa, John Neese, thank you so much, John. Have you ever been to the Dick's Last Resort over at the Excalibur and seen people get nasty things written on paper hats and walk around the strip with them? Have you seen the Parrot Heads? These are not... People don't come here to be classy and upscale and wear tuxedos. Say Williams says, will I be able to gamble on June 25th to 30th? I believe you will as long as the Paris is open. If you have to gamble at the Paris, I think gambling will be turned on by then. That's a month from now. Unless something really horrible happens and we have a massive spike or I don't know. Thanks, Say, guys. Thank her what appears to be 445 times from my end, but I'm sure it's more than that. So let me refresh my page like it's 1995 and I'm bidding on an eBay auction and I have to refresh the page. 468 times. Thank her so much, guys. That is awesome. But my point is, Vegas isn't about necessarily being classy. Yeah, you can dress up and go to the strip, and I hope you do. But if you don't bring your tuxedo and your big, huge, giant Monopoly guy hat and your monocle and go to the Cromwell. What is up?
How's the lighting?
It's good. I like the lighting.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's good.
You look nice and sexy.
I don't know. You tell me. Yes, we're talking about if...
You don't like that thing on the...
I can't do that because of all the mess.
Oh my god! Yeah, I
gotta clean up that mess.
Yeah, I made 20,000 masks today, and
yes.
I did the laundry.
But I'm gonna clean it up, so you don't have to worry.
But you're gonna do that.
Yes.
All right, bye-bye.
Can't wait for dinner.
I know.
And I have caffeine-free root beer until then.
Better be caffeine.
There it is. It is caffeine-free. 6 days, 7 days on no caffeine. International buffets will be scaled down. International buffets will be scaled down. I don't know. Yeah, all buffets will be scaled down as far as I'm concerned. Oh, man. She made pork adobo. It's like if I'm eating corned beef, but it's pork. It's the best thing in the world. You take a fork and you can flake it. It's so good. Bro, are you running a sweatshop from home? Brian says. Brian, thanks for being with us. Should I ban you? No, I'm not running a sweatshop. My wife makes masks as people order masks from me. And she does it because it's a business for her. Some people make things. But you can be nice and you can play nice or else you can go elsewhere because I don't need to have people insulting people. She makes lumpia. She does a great job. She makes them a little bit bigger than most people does and she packs them a little bit tighter and she puts more meat in them and they're fan-freaking-tastic. Dinner is just, it's pasta with her sauce that she makes, which is really, really good. Really, really good stuff. 4 days, no caffeine here. 69 Camaro. Trust me, man, when you get through the danger zone, you will wake up in the morning and you'll be like, what am I going to do today? You'll be getting out of bed like a Disney cartoon with birds lifting you out on your sheets. It's the best thing in the world. It's the best thing in the world. Paul says he's just kidding, but he's been kind of pushing jabs at people and talking about conspiracy Satan worshippers all chat long. It is delicious. I just got an email from Win saying no poker at the Win. Oh my goodness, no poker at the Win. I better sign up for every single one of these casinos because I don't want to be out of the loop. Sugar is hard to give up. There's a guy that gives a talk on YouTube about how sugar and alcohol react the same way in your liver. Very interesting. David asks if I ever go to Toronto. I don't go to Toronto. I haven't been to Canada since 2004. All my relatives want to come here. I've been there as a kid a few times. I mean, down on Yonge Street, went to City Hall, the Eaton Centre, the Toronto Zoo, all that kind of stuff. Good stuff. I really like it. Do you chew skull or just tea bags? No, I don't do any of that stuff. What did I miss? Nothing, my friend. India McCargo says everyone will have 90 days to enjoy themselves because everything will be shut down in the fall. Cold, flu, CV, what a mess. See you in July. Well, that's a big unknown. So first of all, thank you so much for your generosity. Margot Knight, thank you so much for your generosity too. Guys, thank them, I don't know, 400 or 500 times because I don't know my counts. And thank Margot and thank you for India. But here's the thing, India, we don't know what we don't know. And if you want to get a mask, you just email me. I have to make the website cohesive and good. I've been having problems with designing a mask that works on mobile because I made my images the wrong sides, and it's a big long story that I won't bore you with. But the thing is, we don't know what we don't know. Originally, they said 2 million people in the United States were going to die. 2 million people haven't died. Not even close. Maybe 90,000, which is tragic. One death is tragic. But I don't see it as 2 million people. I don't see it. And what I don't see and what I know and what's in front of me are definites in my world. I see you chew 2 bags in the other live video. You took it out of a little clear container and put it in your lip. No, that's just the little gum mint thingy that I do. It's just I get dry mouth and I get a parched mouth. They're not tea bags. They're just those little mint thingies. You know, you see them at the corner store. They come in the thing. They look like a skull container, but they're not skull because I have nice teeth and I don't go to the dentist enough. 215 likes and 474 viewers. Hi from San Antonio, Texas. Finally catching a live stream. Love your channel. Love Vegas. Going the last week of July. Welcome, Jennifer Lake. I don't want to say your name wrong. That's why some of us are scared. Yeah, I mean, I went to Bacchanal earlier this year and I thought it was just okay. I don't go to the Bacchanal buffet. I've always wanted to go, but I'm not spending $120 on 2 people plus a tip to go to that buffet so I can wait in line for hours. It doesn't make any sense. Why do they do surveys before deciding canceling buffets? Because they already kind of are doing surveys. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. They say that, yeah, well, we'll talk about that buffets. But then we got Unblinking Eye saying, I got an email from the Venetian saying that they're going to be open June 1st. Well, I don't know about that. How do they know they're going to be open June 1st when the governor hasn't said that they can open? TikTok, they don't want to lose their business license. We saw that one of the DSW down on the Strip had their business license suspended through April 30th because of that. And we didn't want that to happen to the Venetian. So we talk about the buffets and why can't they just, well, because they're looking and they're doing surveys right now. They're seeing how many people are booking and reserving rooms at the hotels. That's why every time you call a hotel, they're willing to say, yeah, of course you should book. Jay Roar, it's on the screen. It's above my head, my friend. Jay Roar, it's above my head. It says email/PayPal. It says it right there. So that's my email. You can email me right there, my friend. And so they are doing informal surveys. Every time you call up and you say, can I book a room for June 1st? They say, of course you can. And that's it. To left corner of the Steve, it's right above my head. It's right here. Right there. It's that line right there. My finger's going through it right now. Casino staff versus reopening plan. I'm not sure what you mean about that. I'm sure they're going to work with an order of the most grandfathered in employees and work the way down. I have White Castle burgers in my fridge. I bought them last weekend. I should probably eat them because they've been sitting in my fridge for a long time. Oh my goodness. I'm supposed to be in Vegas right now celebrating my husband's 50th birthday. When is everything going to be up and running so I can reschedule? I mean, I'd say you'd be safe. Not maybe everything, but I think within 3 months of the reopening, everything's going to be pretty much almost back to normal, possibly. CV will let us know when it's okay to open, John says. Maybe, as long as we take good data in. Where would you stay if not Paris, Paul Sims? Okay, that's for Paul. Root beer is bad for your health. I guess so. I don't know. It tastes like sarsaparilla, and it's diet root beer, if that matters to you guys. And it's an old habit that dies hard. And I like to have a little bit of carbonated bubbly soda after a hard day at work. Good evening, Steven. You're doing great. Awesome stream. Did you get a chance to email Brianna? I did email Brianna yesterday. I emailed her, and I have not heard back from her, but that's fine. She tried to get me to email her saying she has a phone for me. I'm like, Brianna, nobody has a phone for me. You're awesome. I will email you anyways. I apologize that I didn't. So the first thing I did after, two things I did. The first thing is I made the Make Las Vegas Great Again shirt. I made the Make Las Vegas Great Again shirt. I made it. Now, the problem is I have to put my website on it, but I felt like I didn't do it all day. I should have done it, but, you know, anyways, Brian says he gets it. Well, Brian, we don't insult the man's wife who's doing a live stream. She works like a beast to make things for the house and make the masks and everything, and she's a lovely lady. And some of my mods are really fast on the trigger. They're quick on the draw like Jesse James. But anyways, I made that shirt. I have some other shirts I'm going to do. One I have to do, it says something like this. I survived Corona Vegas and all I got was a lousy t-shirt and antibodies. That sounds fun to me. Have I ever been to Skyfall Lounge? No, I've not heard about that one. Is that the James Bond themed one? Make Las Vegas fabulous again. Ooh, I like that too. That is good. We can use that. We'll just use the same font as the Donald Trump hats. I made the shirt in red and blue and black. So you know what it is? Yeah, Kevin Kinte, it is caffeine free. It says caffeine free right on the label right there. It's made with aged vanilla, but I don't believe that. Ooh, Lisa got some coffee mugs today. I was more offended you said I was pushing conspiracy theories. Brian, it's a conspiracy theory to assume that anybody in the government's a Satan worshiper, and we can't talk like that on YouTube channels because YouTube monitors what I say, and hopefully it understands context when I say, don't be ridiculous like Balki Bartakamus. Make Las Vegas Vegas again. I should do a series of shirts. But nobody ever goes to my Teespring store, so it wouldn't even matter. But that's cool. Yeah, those are all really good ideas. You know, that would be good. YouTube is still intrinsically broken for me tonight. This Root Beer Zero would be good, but this actually tastes pretty close to what I had as a kid. I used to love it. My mom used to have us make something called swamp water. And swamp water was when you'd go to the fountain at the store and you would put a little bit of everything in it and just go back and forth and go like 3 seconds here, 3 seconds there, 3 seconds there, all the way down. And it's just a mixture of everything like swamp water. Why are people worried about what you're drinking, Stephanie says. I have no idea, Stephanie, but maybe they just are concerned with my health and well-being. I don't know. Cream soda? No, it's diet root beer. A&W. Let's all go to A&W. I can taste it now, can't you? It's an old ad. You guys probably don't know what that is. Ocean water from Sonic. Look at that. My mom was a trailblazer. I'll make sure she sues for copyright infringement on all those different things. When do you plan on unpacking? I have a lot of stuff in this room. Most of that stuff is in boxes. We have to hang these picture frames up somewhere, but pretty much everywhere is everywhere. Actually, slogan is copyright to Trump. Yes, it is. But I have it on good authority that nothing's going to happen if I make a Make Las Vegas Great Again shirt. So that's fine. Maybe your wife can start unpacking soon. Again, we've been unpacked. My house looks awesome. You don't get to see the inside of it. I've showed it a couple of times in some Patreon stuff, but I'm not showing that stuff on the regular channel. I can help you set up a Printful account, much nicer than Teespring. That would be cool too. I don't know, Printful, I've never heard of it before. Print-on-demand services, as long as they're good and they do good work. All I know is that Printful is not one of the partners of YouTube, so when you see my channel, you see the Teespring, which I would keep, definitely. They have that frosty mug taste. Yeah, I remember that from back in the day. Now, when I'm from Canada, and A&W Canada is absolutely way different. The house is really nice, Elisa. This is just our storage room. So behind me, there are a bunch of nicely packed, neatly packed, exactly the same size, like anal retentive style boxes. But you're not going to see those either. Have you seen Trailer Park Boys? Of course I did, Ken. What do you think I am? Some kind of guy that didn't grow up in Canada? I never really identified with the humor as well. It's on Netflix. Maybe I'll go watch it someday, but I don't watch a lot of TV right now. I work. I get up at 6 in the morning. I work on a YouTube video. I go to my day job. I make phone calls. I talk to people. Sometimes when I'm selling things for the magazine, it takes me 4 to 6 weeks just to close a sale. They're not on the spot sales things. And then I come home and I do my live stream, and then I do some kind of work on the computer or some kind of work in this room. And on the weekends, I'm doing honeydew projects all day long. So there you go. Am I going to lose Platinum Miles M Life status because of this crap? Probably not, our dog. I know that Caesar's Palace has said that they are going to keep all of the statuses the same into 2021. I will do another live stream on the Strip, Alyssa, on Friday and Saturday nights. Those are the better days to go down there. Red Green was better than Trailer Park Boys. Trailer Park Boys was a little bit more potty humor. Red Green was more wholesome, and I find the intelligent slapstick stuff better. Let's get up those likes. Thank you, guys. Trailer Park Nears are where I live. Is Matthew your brother? My brother from the one Canadian mother. What most people don't know about Canadians is that we all come out of the mother Canadian, and she lays thousands and millions of pods of eggs every winter. And then when it's warm enough in the summer, we all hatch out of the eggs, pick up our hockey sticks, run into the streets and learn how to skate, and then we make YouTube channels. That's what we do. None of that is true. Station Casinos carrying over to the remainder of the year. Went to A&W in Vegas, asked for a teen burger and a matzo burger. They looked at me like, yeah, I want, welcome to A&W Las Vegas. What would you like? I'll have a mama burger, a teen burger, and a grandpa burger. Sir, we don't serve crazy here. What are you talking about? And I want mayonnaise on all of them. What are you talking about? That's a Canadian thing. A&W Canada is very different from the United States. Red Green is great. Have you seen anyone doing anything? I've seen lots of people doing lots of things. Today I saw people driving their cars, and then today I saw people making phone calls at work, and then I saw a guy that came in, tried to sell food at the office with a company that does delivery food, and then I saw a guy at the bank, and then I saw a guy at the pawn shop when I went to go look at camera lenses. I don't know what kind of thing you're thinking. The hockey part is true. I played Junior A in Woodstock in New Brunswick. It's Woodstock, Ontario, not Woodstock, New York, by the way. Wisconsin's in the house. Oh my gosh, why was Alyssa timed out? I don't even know. Guys, don't time people out who are just asking nice things. Well, maybe there was a good reason everybody did everything. Your wife is okay with it. Would you like to give a lap dance when Vegas reopening? Alyssa says. She wouldn't be okay with it, and I wouldn't be okay with it. And guys, you don't have to time her out for 300 seconds for that. I apologize, Alyssa. My mods are just looking out for me and for my wife. But no, she wouldn't be okay with it, and I wouldn't be okay with it either. Ever watch Corner Gas? I remember that with Brett Butt. That was a good show. That was probably one of the most successful Canadian shows. We should do a live stream. It would be like, let's talk about Canada. Only 100 Canadians would show up and talk about Canada because nobody wants to hear about that business. But you guys are asking me questions. I don't want to answer the questions, but I want to steer it back towards Las Vegas, which is good. And I liked Corner Gas, and I liked Men with Brooms. That was my favorite Canadian movie ever. Ever. Corner Gas was on CTV for a long time. Are any casinos opening for Memorial Day weekend? I don't think so. I think the chances of that happening are extremely slim to nil. Sorry, I'm new here. Do we think Vegas will be kind of normal by July? As normal is, as normal does, as Forrest Gump would say. I don't think it'll be that normal. SCTV is on the air. That's right, buddy. That was the original. I've not seen Letterkenny. I'm sorry. That's after I moved. There's a poutine place that you can go to on the corner of Paradise and Harmon. It's like a gourmet poutine place. What do you sell now? I sell advertising on websites, magazines. We do mobile billboard advertising. We do email digital advertising as well. So we do that at the magazine. The magazine publishes 4 times a year. It's the largest independently published magazine in all of Nevada. Terrence and Philip is the best Canadian show. Hey, Philip. Yes, Terrence. I have craft dinner from Canada because a guy that was awesome from Victoria named James sent it to me. I don't know if he's watching my live streams anymore, but he's a very generous guy. Went to school with Jerry D and Keanu Reeves. Yes, Keanu Reeves went to Canadian school. Good Burger 97. Never saw that one. I know it's popular. It's a cult movie. Oh man, gas in Washington State is $2.30, mostly taxes. Gas is like $2.60 a gallon here. It went up from $1.99 to $2.60 right away. Remember the Barbary Coast? I do remember Barbary Coast, man. That was a good place. It was so lowbrow that you could go to a Western Union counter at the cashier cage of Barbary Coast. And then they got rid of that and they made it the Bill's Gambling Hall. Then they made it the Cromwell. But they had some good bands there. Good you're out of the timeshare trap. I mean, it started getting to the point where I didn't believe in what I was selling because the industry changed. Paul says a few shekels for my family in the Philippines. Thank you, Paul. That is nice. The guy's 500 some odd likes for Paul. And Jason M says, do you think it's a good time to move to Vegas given the current economy? We're currently shopping for houses and applying for jobs there. Jason M, thank you. And Leo69, thank you. And I'll get back to you, Jason, and answer you this. Go look on Zillow right now and look at the zip codes you want to move into and request a zip code report. The house that we moved out of that we couldn't buy went down by $15,000. It was only listed for $330, so that's that's a big discount. That's like a 15% drop on that house. So I think moving to Las Vegas is good right now if you have a good realtor, if you knew a good realtor, if you need a good realtor. I have a very good friend named Josh. I've been knowing him for 7 years. And him and his brother fix people's credit up, and then they're both realtors, and they're both very honest people, and he'll give you any answers you might want as long as you can use him as an agent. A lot of people will call Zillow and ask their agents a million questions and then use another agent to buy the house. That's not very fair. Not sure why you blocked me again, Brian. Yikes. I don't know why you got blocked again, Brian, but my mods, don't block Brian for a while. Let's see what he does. Gold Strike Casino is terrible. Yeah, probably. It's not really in the nicest part of town. It's more of a locals place. It's where a lot of dealers go. Where a lot of dealers go to learn. You start off on the Gold Spike or you start off at the off-strip casinos and you work your way up. Those are like training casinos for people that come out of dealer school. Yeah, it's Blackjack. Son of a gun. That cat left. He was behind me at the beginning of the video, and then Caroline came in, and he ran after Caroline. India says, looking to buy a vacation house in Vegas. India, that's a really good thing to do. You can buy a condo somewhere. Condo ownership is huge out here. As long as you buy it within 2.5 miles of the strip, I think you'd be in good hands. There's some nice places on the west side of the strip. There's some nice places just south on the strip by the South Point Casino. If you guys want to email me, ask me. I'll connect you with my realtor friend Josh. No questions asked. He'll answer a million questions for you guys on a phone call, do some consulting for you, do a Zoom call, all that kind of stuff. He's a younger guy, but he's pretty awesome at what he does, and I give you guys my full confidence that he'll treat you real good. He's a great guy. He's a good guy. Good guy, that Josh. He's a good guy. They call him Josh the Good because he's good. So we got 536 people here. Alyssa says there's no freedom of speech around here. Well, Alyssa, you just suggested giving me a lap dance, and I appreciate all that, but I have a wife, and I have a godson in the Philippines that watches this, and some things get lost in translation, and my mods, they put you on a timeout, and I apologize for the timeout on behalf of them, but they're just looking out for me, and that's nice of them, but I want you to stay around in the chat, Alyssa. It's very flattering you want to give me a lap dance, but I'm a married man. I'm a married man, sir. Josh is a good guy. Josh is a cool guy. I don't know if you've ever dealt with him, Paul, in real life. Blackjack dipped. He gets out. He goes, meh, 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 meh. Like he literally goes, meh, 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 like he's talking to you when he runs after you for food. Do an Arnold impression. Ah, man, it's hard to do Arnold impressions. Maybe later. Oh, my gosh. Alyssa's gone again. What is going on? What are we doing with her? Well, whatever. I guess you don't want my bit. Yeah, see, you're gone. I'm going to put you on hide this user. Bye, Alyssa. It was nice knowing you. That's fine. We got a PG-13 rated thing here. So here's what you don't know about YouTube. YouTube secrets. They want you to have PG rated content. They want you to have PG rated content. They really, really do. And Albert Sancho says, I sound gay. Well, Albert, you were nice to super chat me, but you're gone too. I don't come here for the money, so if you guys want to send me personal insults, you don't have to stick around on the channel because I'm not going to get hurt by trolls anymore because I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. But YouTube wants a few more shekels for the dentist. I need a dentist? Well, because I'm drinking the soda, of course. But YouTube wants PG rated content, and I just want to make something where families can maybe watch it and not feel like they're going to see stuff that they don't want their kids to see. That was the most uncomfortable thing. Bruce, the boss, is here. That's the most uncomfortable thing about coming to Vegas with kids. People handing you those cards in your face all the time, and it totally sucks. It's a tough crowd tonight. Yeah, I'll be like, whoa, tough crowd tonight. Boom, boom, boom. Is this thing on? Will you go to Spotify like Joe Rogan? Oh my goodness gracious me. I had somebody text me that today, and he says to me, he says, you're going to be as big as Joe Rogan someday. And I said, no. And he goes, yes, you are. I know things. I know stuff. I can tell. I'm like, Joe Rogan. He goes, listen, Joe Rogan started as a washed up comedian. And I'm like, okay, to his credit, he did. And I really like Joe Rogan. I think his stand-up was funny. Joe Rogan was, of course, on news radio and stuff like that. And now look at him. He's a $100 million man. And I'm like, I ain't no Joe Rogan, folks. I'm just a guy with a microphone doing a podcast, doing the best I can for you. I'm proud of Joe Rogan, man. Get paid. You know, that means, though, that he's going to be on every podcast platform until the end of the year, and then he switches just to Spotify. Paul says I'm better than Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan. You know, I like me some Joe Rogan because he asks people tough questions and he gets into it. I don't think Vegas is for kids. Why do old ladies pass out the cards on the strip? William says. Because that's the only job a lot of them can get, and they work for cash, basically. It's all under the table. My godson is in the Philippines. This is right. Is it okay to go back to Vegas with kids? Paul, it's the best time to go back to Vegas with kids. Are you kidding me? Haha, pun intended. See what I did there? Yeah, it's actually the best time to come to Vegas with kids because you're going to have a lot less debauchery on the strip. And most of the things that are kid-friendly are going to open. The Mob Museum opens up on May 31st. The Marvel 4D experience is going to open. You're going to have the Secret Garden when the Mirage is up and running. You're going to have the Shark Reef at Mandalay Bay. I imagine the Adventure Dome would probably not be open, unfortunately, because, get this, rides where people have to sit within a few inches of each other. What kind of cash does she make? I did that job in the past, actually. And and I made $5 an hour, and then they tried not to pay us. And then I was like, wait a minute, no, you're going to pay me. And I fought and argued with the guy, and I threatened to call the authorities and the news, and he paid me. But it was a bad experience. I don't recommend anybody do it. I love Las Vegas. Me too. Will museums be open in July? Well, I just got through saying that the Mob Museum is going to open on the 31st. And that's a museum. Now, the Atomic Testing Museum is trying to move to a new location. They have a grant where they can match their money from the government. So if they raise $1 million, the government's going to give them $1 million in grant money. And they're trying to move to Symphony Park, which would be great for them because right now they're kind of in the bad part of town on East Flamingo Road. Adventure Dome, what's going on? Well, William, I mean, a lot of these places, they might run the rides, but they're going to have to stagger people. So if you have a roller coaster, your love is like a roller coaster. Best ever music video based on Vegas from the Beavis and Butthead movie. It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers doing a cover of the Ohio Players song, Love Roller Coaster. There's some pop culture for you. You have two people in a car, and you're going to put one person here, one person here, one person here. I guess you could run the Adventure Dome. Whether or not they're going to do it that way, that's another deal altogether. Your fans are the best, no small talk. Yes, they are the best. John, you're the best. Hello is the best. Call Dana White from the UFC. I can be the new UFC guy. First of all, I'm not butch enough to be in the UFC. Joe Rogan, if you watch, there's a YouTube video of Joe Rogan. To his credit, that guy works like a beast in the gym, and he eats like venison all day long, and he hunts with a bow out there with, what's up? Where's the cat? Can I have the black cat?
Oh, a black one? He's begging for...
Bring me him. Oh, we're going to get a black cat in the room, guys. Beavis and Butthead Do America. One of the best Vegas movies of all time. There, I said it. It is awesome. But it's a great one. Is Margot leaving? I guess she's leaving. Do they have casinos in the Philippines, Paul? They do, actually. They have a Resorts World in Manila. Do they have Philippines in Davao City? Do they have Philippines? Do they have casinos in Davao City?
Yes, it's called Filipino Casino.
No, I mean in Davao, because I know they have them in Manila.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, begging for dollars.
Oh
for
my
donuts.
God, he's just waiting
look
for
at this
like,
cat.
and he's looking at, food. He would not want any of that pasta.
I'm smacking your belly and you're not even doing anything.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly. Food, get in my belly.
Did you know that cats don't have like any facial muscles? That's why they can't have like,
They can't emote.
they can't emote.
Yes, and he's purring. You can almost hear the purring on the camera. What do we got here? Oh, she's so cute, your wife, Carrie says.
Oh.
Hi, Blackjack. Blackjack time. Better than The Hangover? Yes, the Beavis and Butthead movie is better than The Hangover. It's a better Vegas movie than The Hangover. Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Oh yeah,
It's awesome. Are you kidding me?
mean like they're gonna go play slots?
They're going to go, yeah, there's so many slots in Las Vegas you won't know what to do with. Hey, Butthead, this chick's pretty cool. She says there's tons of slots in Vegas.
Yeah, the nuns are getting into that bus. Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. You do have the gift of the gab. I'm Irish. Look at this cat. He is just happy. And I got a better camera angle because of your suggestion. So we got a better camera angle on the black one. We can do the YouTube cat. Oh, we have to, what's that?
No princess.
No princess. What'd she leave?
Yeah.
She ran away? Yeah. The Moo. Thank you, the Moo. 536 times it says from my end of things, but I can't see anything. So, yes, you've been to Olongapo, Subic City, and Manila. Subic Bay, where the Air Force Base used to be. We can do the YouTube video where the cat plays the piano. Dun, 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 dun. Not very good. Brianna is here. Brianna, I emailed you. Are you going to make me wait 2 days to get an email back? Because that would be just desserts for me. Blackjack is here. If I own a casino, I have a secure place for parents to drop off their kids. Johnny, they have that here. It's called Kids Quest. And it's actually in a few of the off-strip casinos. So you can go out to, I believe, the Fiesta station might have one of those. The Fiesta Santa Fe might have one of those. And you know what? People must not use it on the strip. Or it's not profitable on the strip. I'm not really sure. Stations with Kids Quest, if they still have them, they do. Your live stream should be your moneymaker. I don't know, Jay Roar. I would like my moneymaker to be my filmmaking skills someday. And do the station bingos have a reopening plan? I don't know. That's a great question. I imagine the bingo would be socially distanced. And since a lot of those people are I'm going to make a bad joke about old folks. On oxygen tanks, they have masks. That's not funny. It's kind of funny. But yeah, bingo is definitely something that we always wanted to go and play here in Vegas. And we're not wearing oxygen masks. Bye, Blackjack. Some treats for me. Blackjack, you got food. Say something. Nothing. You're the strong but silent type, Blackjack. That is good, and I appreciate you guys for being here. The young little fat man says Orleans has a kids' time, so the Orleans casino has it. That's a good thing. Rory Calhoun. Why does that sound familiar? That's from fiction somewhere. Thank you, It's Contessa, for being awesome. Where are you going? Yes, the house is cool. What kind of mic do you use? Well, this was actually donated by Matt, who you'll sometimes see in my chats. He's a strong but silent type. I believe it's a Sansui or Samson mic. I don't know the model number, but it's a USB mic. Well, Brianna, I just got parked for the day in Boardman, Oregon. Are you a trucker, Brianna? Is that what you do? That would be cool because you could go everywhere. Thank you, Brianna. 500 some odd times. I don't know my live counts tonight. Eric is here. He says, I've been trying to reach you. You're tougher to get a hold of than the president. It's not that tough to get a hold of me, Eric. I have an email. If you've emailed me, I probably would have seen it, but you can also message me on Facebook Messenger. I get back to people on Facebook Messenger. And if I missed you somehow, please make another concerted effort. I don't want to be the one guy that doesn't answer emails. I'm sure all the other YouTubers in Las Vegas answer their emails. What else do we have to do? Arnold is here. He's just hiding. He's hiding. Look out. I'm coming back. Stay away, Arnold. You don't have to do it. I'm coming. No. Stop it, Arnold. He's back there. He's a trucker. I had a feeling because you seem to be popping up in all sorts of different places. Long time no talk, Jude says. Hey, Jude, don't make it sad. I'm glad you're here. 509, 10-4, big buddy. A trucker like BJ and the Bear. Was it BJ and the Bear? I don't even remember. That's a little bit older than my stats. I do see the live count on time. I don't see much else. Hey, Steven, you're a funny guy. Thank you, Jeff. Arnold, am I a funny guy? You're stupid. Okay, fine, Arnold. Nobody cares, Arnold. I'm trying to do this thing with the mic where if I talk into it like this, it sounds like I'm far away. I don't know if I'm being successful. China asks if I'm bored. I'm never bored. Well, that's not true. I thought I had ADHD until a friend of mine was like, take this. I'm like, what's this? He's like, it's caffeine. I'm like, okay, I'm taking caffeine. He's like, haha, I joked. It's actually Adderall. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. And I got hyper on it. So they say that ADHD people get calm on it. And then I never did that ever again. And because I didn't want to do something that I wasn't supposed to do. You ever have somebody do that to you? Ladies, make sure you don't, if they buy you a drink at the bar, cover your drink up. Make sure it comes in a sealed bottle. Brianna's also a chef. That is very cool. What kind of culinary do you specialize in? And we got to thank all the truckers too, because they have had a hard time. Blackjack, last time I weighed him, Johnny, he weighs 25 pounds, but he's probably less now. Kiwi NZ here throwing me an Aussie dollary do. That's what they call don't they call the Australian money's called dollary dues? That's a Simpsons joke. None of you get it. What's going on with live shows in Vegas, William? They're not probably coming back until the new year. Someone hit the like button for me. I can't do it twice. Thank you, John. A TV show from the late 70s. BJ, Steven, it was like a funny movie, Convoy. Okay, gotcha. Thank Kiwi, guys, and thank Brianna, and thank everybody else. Kiwi. Shout it out. Somebody put a kiwi fruit, but it's actually a type of bird. A kiwi is a type of bird. There you go. They're called the All Blacks. I don't know why. I heard a story. It said that they call the national rugby team in New Zealand the All Blacks because somebody said, "Oi, look at them. It looks like they're all backs." That's a British accent. I didn't want to do a bad Australian one. And then somebody thought they said that the All Blacks. Oh, Roy, All Blacks. Blackjack just left Paul. He was on the camera. What time do you go on? At 6 o'clock? Yesterday I was a little bit late. Do I gamble? Only on live streams and completely humiliating myself to no avail. Keep up the great work. Do you gamble in Vegas? Well, nobody gambles right now. Unless you're part of those horrible underground gambling dens I've heard so much about. Bird is the word. Have you heard about the word? Sure, everybody knows that the bird is the word. I want to dress up like John Travolta and Urban Cowboy and go to Gillies on the Strip. That would be fun. I do Italiano and Asian. Mambo Italiano. So when Brianna brings out the food, she goes, manja, manja. And then when she does Asian things, I don't want to sound like an Asian person because I'll be accused of racism. Because have you noticed it's okay to make stereotypes about certain races and cultures, but not others? That's the world we live in. Deal with it. No, we go to those. So I don't know if the story about the All Blacks is real. I made a great investment in Full House Resort's money. Full House Resort. Yeah, we'll have a Full House Resort. And we'll be like, everywhere you look, there's a hand to hold on to. And you'll have Danny Tanner and Stephanie and DJ and those two brats that turned out to be crazy looking. Didn't Mary Kate and Ashley turn out to look like Maleficent from the movies? Isn't it weird? It's kind of weird. I mean, every guy my age was like, wow, those girls are twins. Ugh. And then they turn out to be like that. It's kind of strange. Status of the Dragon Casino. Well, the Lucky Dragon's gone. It's been turned into, I can't remember what it's called. Steve Wright, like how you can joke about whites and Asians all day long. Nobody cares. Brian says, actually, that's not true, Brian. That's really not true. And guys, I told you not to censor Brian anymore, so please don't. And don't put him on a timeout. Jeez Louise. If I could remove the timeout, I would, Brian. I do have a Raider burger. That is awesome. What's on the Raider burger, Brianna? Blackjack Mister is gone. Have a good night, my friend. I salute you for being in my live stream. So what I was saying is, when I said Chinese flu, I had people blasting me, and then they crawl over my social media and try to be like, you're a Trump supporter, you're an evil person, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I follow everybody from everywhere. So I had to scrub and delete my social media of everybody and start all over because I have to be the most neutral, in the middle, plain vanilla guy in the world, because I said a flu that came from China and they accused me of something. So no, you can't say things. You're going to offend people. And if you want to be offensive, that's fine. And if you want to be that guy, that's fine. But I don't have the charisma to be that guy, and I'm not trying to piss people off. Steven, have you ever been to the Golden Steer? I want to go there, or the Circus Steakhouse, man. My wife makes great steak, but I love filet mignon, and she likes T-bones, or New York strip ribeye. But there's a really good place called Jason's Deli. Jason's, I think it's called. I can't remember. It's over on Oakey and Valley View, and they just have amazing like Delmonico steaks and stuff like that. So if you're gonna go to the steakhouse but you live here, or you have somebody at home like my wife and she enjoys the art of making it, you can use the money that you would have spent to get the more superior cuts of meat, and it's just crazy, you know. I'm single, girls only. Who is your daddy and what does he do? The South Point opened first. I don't know. Brianna says it's a blue cheese, jalapeno, black bean, sauteed onion burger, deep fried, served with Parmesan cheddar beer tots. Whoa, man. That is nuts. You know what I did once? I took potatoes and I peeled them, and then I blanched them and boiled them. Then I took the potatoes and then I combined them with freshly grated shredded Parmesan cheese, the hard kind, not the soft kind that you can get. And then I took that with garlic and I mixed it all up. And then I put I formed them into balls, and then I put them into my air fryer. Not as good as what you're doing, but it's pretty good. Thank you, Brianna, 500 some odd times. And Paul says, is it good to take kids to Las Vegas? Well, I think for the next little while, it's going to be better to come to Las Vegas with your little ones. But usually the debauchery scale is 10 out of 10, and it's not a good thing to do, you know? But some people think it's good. Some people think it's bad. I think it's bad for the kids because they see all sorts of things. I can't do a Hulk Hogan impression. You all know this. Those snowflakes never heard of the Spanish flu or the Hong Kong flu. Well, for the record, Spanish flu comes from Kansas. But for the record, quarantine comes from Spain because during the time of the Spanish flu, there was a ship coming in and they had to quarter them for 40 days. And so quarantine is a Spanish origination from the Spanish flu, but we can't call it the Spanish flu because now it's called the 1918 flu pandemic. And this will be known as the 2020 flu pandemic. I love my air fryer. I need an air fryer. I threw my last one away. I bought a cheapie at Walmart, and I keep looking for like an ultra deluxe Breville to go on sale on eBay so I can pick one up. But I love my air fryer. I made everything in that thing, and it's so much better than the diet I've been eating lately. It's so much better. China says, don't say Spanish flu either. Can't say that. Can't say Kung. Can't say that. Where do we eat good burgers in Las Vegas? Gordon Ramsay's got a good burger place. There's not really a lot of places that I would say that are out of the way, little burger places. Too many Pauls on this channel. I got Paul. You got Paul. This is George and Ringo. Slim Jim Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. That was actually a genius marketing move on Ed McMahon. Ed McMahon. Vince McMahon. I also do a steak and lobster pasta with a white wine garlic sauce. Awesome. Is it reduced? Man, Brianna is a Jack and Jill of all trades. That is pretty amazing. Wow, look at that. You got to make a food blog and do like a foodie thing or something like that. People would watch it, trust me. My wife wants to start a YouTube channel with one of her friends about what they're planning to do, transition back to the Philippines, build a business and stuff like that. The Detroit Ford plant is closed again. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm planning to move to Vegas in July. Any recommendations on neighborhoods? You call my buddy Josh. He'll get you if you're just renting. He can get you a place to be at. But the good neighborhoods are anywhere that's on the west side of the strip. You go 3 miles west of the strip, basically about 6 miles east of the strip, and then of course Summerlin, Mountain's Edge, Aliente, Southern Highlands is very nice. You also have Huntridge can be nice in some areas, not by the Huntridge Theater. There's a lot of nice places. Does anyone know where I can find a good deal in timeshare in Las Vegas? Rory says, go to the the Timeshare BBS group, Timeshare Bulletin Board System group, BBS group, and ask them those questions there. It's an old group of timeshare users that support each other. A lot of people selling timeshare there. You can get a good deal. Banana ketchup, please. Yeah, I mean, I like banana ketchup only when I'm at the Filipino karaoke bar. It's very sweet, and now they have regular ketchup in the Philippines everywhere you go. But banana ketchup is good. I like dipping most things in hot sauce. I like La Victoria hot sauce, but I gotta get me an air fryer. I gotta get a good one. I want a big one so I can put an entire chicken or something like that in there, because some of those are amazing. If you guys don't have an air fryer, get an air fryer. If you want to make like even frozen foods, you throw the frozen food in there for 15 minutes, it cooks it, as opposed to 40 or 50 minutes in the little oven, the regular ovens. All right, what do we got here? We got, I don't know, banana ketchup. No, Elvis liked what was that? Peanut butter and banana sandwiches. The Ninja air fryer looks good too. I'm just not looking to invest money. People think that I'm rolling in the dough. I'm really not. I'm paying some heavy obligations down, and I'm saving a bunch of money in case the YouTube thing doesn't work out for me, so I can get back to the regular job that I have that might work out in about 3 to 6 months when things come back to normal. Brianna says to check out the Mandalay Bay apartments in Las Vegas. That is a good idea. Yep. If you want to live on the south end of the strip, there's some good places near the South Point, as I've already said. So that is good. Am I on earlier than usual, Jeremy? I certainly am. Jeremy spoke in the chat today. It's a Pearl Jam reference. And yes, I am earlier than I usually would be. And I said I would only go to 1 hour, and now it's 1 hour and 5 minutes. Hell's Kitchen, anyone? That would be great. I would eat at Hell's Kitchen in a moment, in an instant. Does anyone know where they are hiring in Las Vegas? If you go to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, they did an article on just that. We're hiring people to open up phone calls, but it's a commission-only sales job, and you got to make lots of phone calls, and you got to be able to communicate on the phone. And for whatever reason, I have a knack for talking and communicating. Whoa, China, what are you doing? I love it. Thank you, China. And a big old yellow heart with bursting hearts coming back to you. Guys, thank China 532 times. That is very nice. Chris says, what's open on the strip? I will be there on Friday and Saturday nights, so you can see. Okay, Brianna says, that's where I'm moving to. That is very cool. Good idea. And that is great. And Vegas is a great hub for truckers and transportation and getting better for technology. I am not a mathematician, Ron says. I never said I was, man. I'm just a guy that is quick on his feet with words. Did Suge Knight own the house in the movie Casino? No, Johnny O. I will tell you, I know the couple that owns the house. I'm not going to say their names. I know her. She's a super nice lady. They've owned the house since a long time ago. So Suge Knight never owned that house, no matter what he might have said. I know this because the lady was also Sharon Stone's stylist for when she won the Golden Globe for Best Actress after the movie Casino came out. And they're going to be doing a Casino 25th anniversary party for that next year at the house, which I hope maybe I can go to. I don't know. So there you go. And that's what that is. So no, Suge Knight never owned that house. I got to get going, guys. You guys are great. Love all of you guys. Thank you so much. Let's go through what we have too. Finally, it's telling me who was above and beyond all the regular rock stars. I got super duper rock stars. I got Vegas Mooch, Sean Slack, Paul T, Brianna, Kirko H, Lance Taylor, Brianna, Eric, Canadian Goldboy Gray, Brianna. I'm not making this up. Brianna, and China Taylor, and Brianna again, and Steve Miller, the Midnight Joker. So you guys are great. It's sometimes, guys, we have to get the best parts. If you go to Vegas for 3 weeks when it's the middle of C19, you're not going to have a good time. Oh, Okerlund, one more time. Thank you, Okerlund. But if you come to Vegas for 5 days of whiz-bang awesomeness when it's the 4th of July, you're going to have a good time. What can I say? All right. You guys are great. Thank you guys for being here with me. And I hope Brianna has emailed me back. Let's see if Brianna has emailed me back on my email, because last night she put me on the spot because I didn't email her for 2 days, and I felt really bad about that. My phone is so damn slow. How long does it take to load up an email, for God's sakes? I'll have to check on it later. Doesn't look like I have anything from her, but that's okay. I'm sure she'll get back to me. It took me 3 days to get back from her. What a jerk I was for that. All right, now's the time when we say 3, 2, 1, and we go. And I gotta go. And God bless you all for being awesome out there. Thank you so much. Email me. The email's on the screen right above my head right here. And this is dedicated to my godson Christian, who I love very much, who is doing homeschooling in a country where it's a lot worse than here. So just hug your family. Well, maybe, hug them with a face mask. And be grateful for what you have, because I'm grateful. My life has changed a lot, and I'm grateful for all of you people and all my loved ones. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. 3, 2, 1, and I gotta go. Sorry, I really do. I gotta go eat dinner. I love you guys, but I love my family a little bit more. I hope you understand that. Okay, bye.